877 Maple Drive for special use permit number 23-ZB-0008 for the construction of a chicken coop. The property was granted an increase from 6 to 12 chickens in April of 2024, and this is the 1-year review of that. So, would you please come up? And then, hi.
Oh,
State your name, please,
Nicholas Serini.
and your address is 877 Maple
877.
Drive. Now, code enforcement, we do have a letter from Mr. Santiago, the code compliance officer, that to date he has received no complaints with respect regarding the chickens at 877 Maple Drive, which were granted a special use permit by this board. Please accept this report as my favorable recommendation for the resident to maintain the special use permit for the remainder of the 5-year period. And it was as of the end of March. So, does anyone from the board have any comments or questions before we proceed? All right, and then,
Excuse me, sir. Just is it required to notice the 1-year status report?
Not
Let
to
me
my
say it
knowledge.
differently. Is it noticed?
It was listed under administrative matters, but it was published.
it wasn't.
That was part of the, okay.
Yes. All right. Now, if we extend this, is it 5 years from from 2024, or is it 5 years from tonight? You can
It's
extend it
5
for
years from the
5
original
years.
approval.
Okay, so then 5 years, so 4 more years. Okay. Does anyone want to do the motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept the review letter of the code compliance officer saying that there have been no complaints regarding the chicken kept at 877 Maple Drive, and allow them to continue their increase of chickens from 6 to 12 until April of 2028, which would be 4 years from the initial date of approval.
5
5
years
years,
from
sorry,
initial, so 2029, 4 years from now.
Right.
4/8/29.
Correct.
Yes. Second.
Mr. Santola?
Aye.
Mrs. Volvo?
Aye.
Mr. Spampanato?
Aye.
Mr. Prescott?
Aye.
Mr. Miskowski?
Aye.
Your permit is extended for the remaining 4 years. And this is my question for the attorney. At the end of that 4-year window, or Josh, the applicant, in order to maintain the flock, would need to start the approval process again and apply for a new special permit?
Assuming we had the same code in place at that time.
Unless there are
Yes.
improvements to, changes to the code that
Well, regardless,
prevent it.
it'll expire.
Yes. So something will need to be recognized or acknowledged. All right.
I had 2 things. I was wondering if I were to place a stand at the end of my driveway for eggs or honey, would I need a different permit activity for that, or?
Farm stands are temporarily permitted.
Yes, they're seasonally permitted, and there is some criteria, proximity to the roadway, having off-street parking available. So we do, in certain circumstances, if you meet the criteria, it is allowed.
Okay. Is that criteria in the code book or?
Yeah, I'd be happy to take a look at it and
Okay.
get back with you.
Okay. All right, good, thank you. The other matter, just notes for the previous item, when I got my original special use permit, I didn't require a building permit as well. We were asking about that, so it's good play.
For the coop, the
Yeah,
existing
yeah,
coop.
yeah.
Is it Is it built on a foundation, or is it essentially removable, affixed to the ground permanently?
It would take some work, but it is, yes, there's no foundation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So therefore, it would be exempt under the New York State Building Code.
Okay.
As long as humans aren't habitating in there, then I think you're good.